Cougars. The Cougars actually looking to improve upon that win as North Sanpete actually went winless this year, not getting a win. And of course that game was earlier in the year. I think the Cougars' second game of the year. So the Cougars will receive, and the Hawks, of course, will get their choice in the second half.
What do you say, Cougar fans? Let's get ready to play some football!
All right.
Football!
Back to receive for the Cougars. It's Gage Roberts and Burchell. Roberts having a great game. Well, both Burchell and Roberts having a huge game against Morgan defensively. Roberts actually was the athlete of the week. And more importantly, off the field, as he carries a 3.8 as a senior. Little pooch kick there by North Sanpete. And that'll be picked up by Six Miller. Number 56.
Now on their own 39-yard line.
So the Cougars starting out on their own 39. Taking the field. Your offensive line for the Cougars, Chase Lang, along with Lonnie Latui, Tavita Kafusi, Brig Edwards, and then I think that other one was number Dalton Clark. Yes, Cougars not going to get much there.
49, Tyler Blackham. Also went on the play, number 40, Brock Justison.
They're going to give him about a loss of a foot.
A loss of a yard, goes 2nd and 11.
So that'll make it 2nd and 11 for the Cougars. North Sanpete bringing 3 down linemen, running a 3-4 defense. Showing some blitz.
Hand off to Miller.
And that's going to be Miller again.
In the middle of that line.
Maybe gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Justison on the tackle, also Eddie Davis.
So the Cougars now sitting with 3rd and long here.
No gainer, 3rd and 11.
As 2 plays resulting in nothing. It's Labrum in the gun with Miller in the backfield with him. He fakes it to Miller, and he keeps it himself. Labrum, he's got the first, and he's across midfield. Great blocking there by the Cougar lineman.
Also number 14, Chance Clausen.
Your receivers for the Cougars out there right now.
1st and 10 for the Cougs.
That's Chase Burchell, Easton Rohr, Caden Hyder, and Gage Roberts. As again, Labrum will fake it to Miller, keep it himself. He'll get about 6 or 7.
Kept the ball. He's dropped by Spencer Stedman.
Stedman with the tackle.
Gain of 6 yards on the play, brings up 2nd and 4.
So 2nd and 4 for the Cougars as they're in Hawks territory. Labrum again in the gun. He'll fake it to Miller, rolling left. The pass to Rohr is incomplete. Looked like Rohr had it, and as he good defense there. It looked like that was Stedman. Was that Clausen there on the coverage? Clausen with the great coverage there on Rohr causes that one to go incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 4. In motion, that's Burchell, and they're going to give it to Miller. Miller finding some nice room. He'll get the first. Looked like one of the defenders got a hold of his back of his helmet, but he slides off that. And Miller picks up the first down. So down to the Hawks' 36-yard line. Labrum in the gun. He'll roll right. Picking up a nice block from Miller. Throws it over to Roberts. Roberts has got the catch. And another first down, it looks. Well, it's close. He stepped out of bounds there at the 27. We'll see where they mark that. It might be 2nd and a short one.
A pickup of 9 yards, 2nd and 1 now for the Cougs.
This time the Cougars line up, trips left, and they do give them a first. As they'll give to Miller again. Miller had a man get a hold of his waist, and Miller just keeps his legs pumping, picking up a good 6 yards. We'll give him 6.
6-yard pickup, 2nd and 4.
So 2nd and 4 now, as the Cougars threatening to get inside the red zone here. And again, they'll give it to Miller. Miller this time close to a first down, and they are in the red zone. Looks like they're going to mark this just a yard short. So 3rd and 1 for the Cougars. And they'll go dual receivers to both sides this time. This time he fakes it to Miller. Play action pass. It's complete to Hyder. Hyder inside the 10, and that's going to be another Cougar first down. So we're looking at 1st and goal for the Cougars.
Pass complete to number 1, Caden Hyder.
So if you're just tuning in, North Sanpete kicking it to the Cougars. The Cougars taking over on their own 37-yard line. As this one's going to be timeout for the Hawks. And we're going to take a break.
Want to recognize this offensive line.
Some of the most important diagnostic tools in medicine today are in the radiology department. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, there are many modalities to choose from: CAT scans, nuclear medicine, MRI, 4D ultrasound, digital mammography, bone density scanning, and a totally digital format. The technicians at Ashley Regional are highly trained and are well known for their great customer service skills. If you need an x-ray of any kind, ask your physician to send you to Ashley Regional Medical Center for quality results.
There's no cost for imagination, no charge for dreams, no limit to what we can accomplish together. It takes grit, determination, but mostly it takes you. They are your ideas, your visions. We're here to help. Early mornings, late nights, heavy loads. We are real people turning extraordinary dreams into reality. Sunbelt Rentals.
Mark Winterton, and it is Union High School football. It's the playoffs as the Cougars. 1st and goal here. Going to go with 5 receivers. Labram all alone in the backfield, takes the snap, and he's going to get in. That's going to be a touchdown for the Cougars. So the Cougars strike first in this playoff game. It'll be 6-0. Well, if you're just joining us, it is VTV Channel 6 broadcasting you live here from Union High School as the North Sanpete Hawks come in to take on the Cougars here in this great matchup this afternoon in this playoff game. We had a chance to catch up with both coaches as Lane gets ready to kick this extra point.
Snap is down, kick is up.
And that one's good. So the Cougars go up 7-0. Well, some keys to the game. Union, talking to Coach Labram. Of course, big thing is playing great defense and valuing the football on offense. And then winning the 4th quarter. If you can keep it close and win the 4th quarter, well, you win the game. Common sense there. I got the ex-Union quarterback sitting next to me here, Tyler Rasmussen. Doing a great job, Tyler. North Sanpete, Rhett Bird. I think this is his 1st year coaching for North Sanpete. It's either his 1st or 2nd. Anyways, in a rough year it's been as they're winless. Some keys to the game, he said, is we need to keep the offense on the field, win the turnover margin, and be disciplined and trust our keys. So that's some things he had to say. Oh, we do want to thank all of our sponsors that make it possible for us to bring you live coverage of high school sports here in the Basin. L&L Motor, Strata Networks, Ashley Regional Medical Center, Moon Lake Electric, Savage Services, Stickman, Sunbelt Rentals, and the Maze at Water Hollow Ranch. So the Cougars now will kick off here. As Jerem Miller gets a hold of that one. Nice kick. This one going to go into the end zone for a touchback. That's Keegan Eliason trying to field it as that one goes over his head. Jerem Miller, he's done that all year long. So another good kick by Miller. And now the Cougar defense will take the field. Here, Cougar defenders. Defensive backs, Brock Brinkerhoff, along with Gage Roberts, Lincoln Labrum, and Chase Burchell. Linebackers, you got Jerem Miller, Colby Hyder, and Easton Rohr. As we get a flag before the offense can even do anything. Oh, offsides on the Cougars right off. Oh, and your defensive lineman, well, that's Evan Percival, Tavita Kafusi, Loney Latui, and Brick Edwards, we like to call him. And so maybe, so the Hawks getting a break here. It'll be 1st and 5 for them. Under center. And now we get a false start. So you know what? It'll just put them back. Stedman, the quarterback for the Hawks. As he's gone, he's under a little under 50% on the year, throwing 6 touchdown passes and 10 interceptions.
We appreciate these men taking out of their to rep this game.
So Stedman now under center. It'll be 1st and 10. As he hands the ball off to Eliason. Eliason will get 5. So now they'll be back 2nd and 5. That was Jerem Miller there. First one making contact. As Hyder and the rest of the crew are able to get in on that tackle. So again, Stedman under center. Eliason, the halfback back there, but he's going to give to his fullback.
They wanted to go up the middle on the left side. Stedman hands off. And again, he hands off.
That's a Davis there. So Davis will pick up a few. It'll be 3rd and 2 now for the Hawks. From their own 28-yard line. Cougars trying to get a 3 and out here as the Cougars go with a 5-man front. Chase Lang joining them up, joining the defensive line there up front. As Jerem Miller will come out. Cougars with a 5-2 here, and they're going to go up the middle with Davis. Davis looks like he's got the first. Colby Hyder in on the tackle, along with Kafusi.
Number 13, the ball carry, Eddie Davis.
So the Hawks getting a 1st down and moving the ball up to their own 33-yard line.
It'll give the Hawks now 1st and 10 on their own 33.
Well, Strata Networks proud to help you bringing you live coverage of local sports. You can enjoy reliable coverage and unbeatable speeds from the company that brings you more local cell sites than any other carrier, nationwide 4G LTE coverage, and latest devices from your favorite brands.
Stedman, hand off to Eliason.
As Stedman gives to Eliason, and Eliason's going to pick up a few more here.
By Evan Percival and Tavita Kafusi.
Hawks continuing to run the ball. Looks like they're going to give him 6. That'll be 2nd and 4. Cougars will go back to a 4-man front as they bring Lang out and put Miller back in at linebacker, back to their 4-3 defense here. And Stedman goes in the gun. He's going to roll right. Getting some pass protection there. He's going to go downfield, and it's intercepted by Burchell. Burchell, about the 42, trying to get upfield, finally pushed out of bounds at the 50. He'll be midfield there.
Good defense, Cougar.
So Stedman had the protection, had a little time as he rolled right, but as they threw it downfield, just didn't get enough on the ball. Receiver had to come back for it, and Burchell, the taller, a little more athletic man downfield, I guess you could say, went up for it. And the Cougars offense take the field. Well, again, that's going to be one of those things that, of course, for Coach Bird, he wanted to win that turnover margin, and there is a turnover right there. As Labrum in the backfield, the lone man with 5 receivers. He'll take the snap, roll right, and he goes downfield. Intended for Chase Berlin, and it is well overthrown, as that one will fall incomplete. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Cougars as they start this drive inside Hawk territory. Just inside. 2nd and 10 now. As the Cougars will keep 5 receivers. And why not? Why not if the Hawks are going to stay with a man coverage? They fake it to Hyder this time, and Labrum keeps it himself. Brought down for a loss of about 2. So 3rd and long. 3rd and long for the Cougars. Again, remaining with 5 receivers. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Labrum with the snap. He'll stay in the pocket. He's got Gage Roberts, and Roberts has a first. 3rd and long, no problem for the Cougars as they get the first here. Well, we'll see. Maybe they get the first. Maybe it'll be 4th and short. I imagine they're going to go for it if it is. And they are. And they bring Miller back in, going with 4 receivers. And they give to Miller. Miller's got it, and he breaks free. The acceleration by Miller, a lot faster than anybody else, but top speed, he gets caught. As the Cougars getting down to the Hawk 23-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Play action, he's going deep.
Labrum has a man.
Oh, Burchell, it looked like he got his hands on it, unable to bring that one in. Falls incomplete. But a great throw, regardless. Well, L&L Motor, they're the top-rated, #1 rated new car dealer in the Basin, and you can visit their new Buick GMC full-service store in Vernal.
This afternoon, Carbon is at Juan Diego, too, playing in their game.
On 2nd and 10, here from the Hawk 23-yard line. They bring Hyder in motion. That one almost picked off. Defenders are able to get their hands on it. So again, Cougars looking at 3rd down.
3rd and 10.
Oh, still here in the first, but the Cougars leading 7-0 in this first-round playoff game. The winner here will go on to play Juab in Juab next Friday. As Labrum getting pressured there in the pocket, and the Hawks come up with a big sack.
Labrum dropped for the loss.
That's going to, we'll see where they mark the ball
Eddie Davis on the tackle.
on this 4th down, 31-yard line. Make it about a 48-yard field goal, so they will go for it.
Comes in.
We've seen Lang, let's see, I think Lang's longest that we've seen is about a 40-yard or 42, somewhere in there. The Cougars will go with 5 receivers. Imagine we'll see Labrum roll. And he's going to stay in the pocket there. He's got plenty of time as he goes deep. Gage Roberts, as that one just thrown a little bit out, and Roberts will come up with that one had it stayed in bounds, I imagine. But that one's a tough one as he's trying to keep his feet in also. And so a turnover on downs there. The Hawks will take over again. Cougars only up by 7 here. So we'll see if this Cougars stingy defense can get the ball back. Well, Ashley Regional Medical Center, the only Joint Commission accredited hospital in the Basin, they're named one of the top 100 rural hospitals in American by Becker's Review.
Pitch to Eliason going around the left.
Eliason not going to get much there going around the left side. Looks like might be actually a loss of a foot here.
Also helping engage Roberts. Second and 10.
Yeah, we'll give him a loss of a foot there. Second and a long 10. There's something about Friday Night Lights, but this afternoon football's nice. Great weather as Stedman rolls right, throws, he's got his man. And I think he's got a first down there as that one's complete to Allred. Mason Allred, a senior 6-foot wide receiver for the Hawks.
That's a Hawk first down. They'll have a first and 10 now on their own 40.
Allred, from my from what I'm showing, he's only had 2 receptions all year long for 17 yards. He makes a big one there as Stedman gives up the middle.
Stedman hands it off to number 13, Eddie Davis.
To Eddie Davis, and Davis, another one that I've only had him showing that he's actually rushed the ball once all this year, and he's actually had 2 in this game. So the Hawks bringing everything they've got, which gives them a 2nd and 6 here. Trying to get into Cougar territory, and we got a man that jumped. A Cougar defensive man, just a sophomore. It will make it 2nd and short. Doesn't give him a first.
2nd and short, 2nd and 1 now.
Gurr, just a sophomore, but he has been a tough kid for the Cougars, stepping up as they had some suspensions earlier in the year. He stepped up to start for the Cougars and made a big difference, both offensively and defensively. So on 2nd and short, Stedman gives to Davis, and Davis has got it.
Stedman gives it to Davis.
He gets plenty. And into Cougar territory.
Evan Percival, Eastern Warrior on the tackle. That's a North Sanpete first down. They'll now have a first and 10 on Union's 47.
Moon Lake Electric. Well, they've been in operation since 1938, owned by the people they serve, and Moon Lake is a cooperative. They're not privately owned. So Moon Lake Electric, you can find them, like them on Facebook. Stedman takes a snap. I think he gave it to Davis again there.
Stedman hands it off to his back.
Oh, that's actually Clausen.
Dalton Clark on the tackle.
Peyton.
Also Roy.
Peyton Clausen, just a sophomore for the Hawks. He actually started as a freshman for the Hawks last year, playing a lot of defense. And so was a sophomore. He's been a guy that they've leaned on, especially defensively. Again, they give to Clausen. This time he's not getting anything as Hyder. Colby Hyder. He's made huge plays all year long for the Cougars on defense. And he makes another one there as that'll bring up 3rd and long now here for the Hawks. Cougar is going to go to a nickel package here. And Stedman will roll right, going downfield, almost picked off by Brinkerhoff. And so that'll make it 4th now, 4th down and long. And I don't see anybody coming out to punt. Out here comes the punt team. Luis Rodriguez the man in the back for the Hawks to punt. Back for the Cougars to receive the punt is Chase Burchell.
30 to punt.
As Rodriguez gets this one off.
Burchell back.
Going to go right side and not allowing the Cougars to return this one, as this one is going to be down to the 10. So the Cougar offense will come in to take over on their own 10-yard line. Well, Savage Services, the family founded the company in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber in Utah. Today, they're a leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries, including electric power generation, coal production, oil refining, railroad, chemical, oil field downhole services, and other industries. Savage Services, proud sponsor of BTV6's live coverage of the Uinta Basin High School football. We got a good one today as the Cougars lead 7-0. They'll take over on offense again here as they give to Miller up the middle. He'll get a couple. And that is going to do it for us. After one, the Cougars lead 7 against the Hawks 0. We'll be back after this break.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uinta Basin.
Being there to see the sunset, only to see it rise. Your friends, your family, and being around those who matter most. Visiting new places and trying new things. The road trips or the camping trips. The times you'll remember and the places you'll go back to. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know. People who care.
Well, if you're just joining us, Mark Winterton here on VTV as we're bringing you live coverage. Today, it's Union High School taking on the North Sanpete Hawks in this first-round playoff game. An early afternoon, or I guess a later afternoon game. As it starts the second, Lincoln Labrum fumbling there. He jumps on the ball. Luckily, there was no defenders there, and in fact, it fumbled in a right direction as he gets the first down. So, a lucky break for the Cougars, way inside their own, deep inside their own territory. Labrum fumbling the ball and getting it back. So dual receivers to both sides for the Cougars. Roberts and I believe that's Hyder on the far side. Our near side receivers here, Rohr and Burchell. Miller in the backfield. Labrum will fake it to Miller and he keeps it himself. Getting some nice blocking. Again, that offensive line for the Cougars making it easy. Loney Latui there at center. Your guards, Breck Edwards and Tavita Kafusi. Chase Lang and Dalton Clark. Your offensive tackles for the Cougars. And so a first down here for the Cougars, getting it up to their own 39-yard line. They'll give to Miller. Miller immediately met by Blackham. Miller able to push forward for a yard or two. Of course, I hope our chain gang get it right there as he's got it for fourth down. There we go. So on second down, Labrum drops back, gets a quick throw across the middle there to Burchell. Burchell doing almost like just a quick slant hook, stopping there in the middle.
Pick up a 5 yards on the reception.
So 3rd and short now for the Cougars. Well, Stickman Services, or Stickman, they're proud to sponsor VTV6's live coverage of Uinta Basin High School football. As Labrum fakes that one to Miller, and it'll be 4th. Along with Stickman, also Sunbelt Rentals, proud to sponsor VTV6's live coverage of Uinta Basin High School football as they offer the lifts for our camera crew and for the coaches. Cougars are able to film from the end zone. So the Cougars will punt this one away, being conservative. Chase Lang, end over end, a nice punt. It's going to take a nice little Cougar bounce too. As that one will go to the 14, Chase Berlin will down it there, and the Hawks will take over on their own 14. Well, the Mays at Water Hollow Ranch, they always sponsor our player of the game. And so throughout the game, we'll be looking for that person. Looked like there was a penalty against the Cougars. They'll decline that. The Hawks will decline that. And so they take over on their own 14-yard line. Would actually had the Cougars have to re-punt the ball. So instead, the Hawks will keep it and start on their own 14. Stedman under center, I formation. As he gives to Eliason. Eliason like an running to the right side there. Lead blocker for him was Brock Justison, I believe. But not getting a whole lot. Cougar defense, again, continue to stay stingy, making it 2nd and 10. Cougar's going to go with the 3-man front as Jaden Horrocks, a sophomore for the Cougars, comes in at linebacker. Stedman will roll right. He outruns Sixmiller, gets it downfield. Now it's picked off. That one's intercepted by Labrum. Labrum trying to find his blockers. Runs into a few men. There goes a flag. We'll see what the flag is.
There's a flag now.
Always hoping everything's okay. There's actually a couple of flags out there. The flag the officials are standing around is kind of a dirty one. Somebody needs to wash their flags. As the official crew meets, I'm guessing this one might be against the Cougars after the interception. Yeah, you tend to, oh, they're going to wave it off. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Sometimes after an interception like that, things get a little chaotic. As somebody tries to do whatever they can, they may end up blocking the back, and that's what you were I was thinking. But, and again, our chain king. Come on, guys, get it right. You need to go the other way. And so the Cougars, 1st and 10 with great field position here on the Hawk. What is that, 24-yard line there. Miller and Labrum in the backfield. And they give to Miller again. He bumps into a tackler, but he bounces pretty good. Like a pinball, he's down to the 10.
That's another Cougar.
They'll mark this one at the 11, so the Cougars do have a opportunity for a first down.
Labrum to Miller again.
And again, Miller will carry, getting a few.
Number 38, Keegan Eliason. Picked up a 4, 2nd and 6.
Labrum pump fakes it. Now he gets to Hyder. Hyder trying to get in, but there is a flag thrown. He gets in, but the flag, I'm guessing that one's coming back. Say an ineligible receiver downfield against the Cougars, so that one will be coming back. Hyder making a great effort to get in the end zone. But the penalty will repeat 2nd down here.
An eligible receiver downfield. 5-yard penalty against the Cougs. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So the Cougars come out with dual receivers to both sides. North Sanpete with a 4-man front. As again, Labrum fakes it to Miller, keeps it himself.
Labrum goes behind blocker. He's pulled down first by number 49.
Looks like Tyler Blackham gets the tackle there.
The play, Stedman.
And Stedman.
3rd and 5 now.
The Cougars, dual receivers both sides here. 3rd and about 4, 5. From about the 5-yard line, it looks like. Labrum calling an audible. As now he'll throw it up to Burchell. Burchell makes the catch. A beautiful catch, and that was Lemus on the cut or on the defense there. But Burchell going up over the top of him, and keep in mind he was at the back of the end zone. So you're making the catch and keeping your feet in. Great coverage there by Lemus, though. As Lang will come in to kick the extra point. The Cougars have an opportunity to go up by 14.
Never could hold. It's up.
And they do. So our score, Cougars 14, North Sanpete 0. We're back after this break.
In our small community, something big is happening. Strata's fiber network is connecting thousands of locations in the basin, bringing internet speeds now as fast as 1 gig. Delivered across the fastest technology available, gig internet has the speed and power equal to 1,000 megabits per second. For more streaming, more sharing, more connected devices, and more possibilities. It's internet fast enough for your life. Get your gig today from Strata Networks. We connect lives.
And you are listening to Union High School football as the Cougars are taking on the North Sanpete Hawks this afternoon here in Roosevelt in this 3A playoff game. Our referee tonight, Ken Nielsen. Umpire is Paul Husselby. Linesman, Brian Abbott. Line judge, Bruce McPherson. And the back judge, TJ Oswald. A lot of these guys coming down from St. George. So at least they had good weather as Miller kicks off here. Back to receive, it's Eliason. And that is number 8, Lemus. This one, they threw a flag. I imagine it was offsides. Cougars go offsides on the kick. Yeah, that'll be a 5-yard penalty. They'll have to re-kick from their own 35. And the kick actually going out of bounds. So I think the Cougars catch a lucky break there. Miller was ready to kick from the same spot. I didn't even catch who jumped. Who jumps, Tyler? Somebody on Union, he says. That's a great observation. Miller will step off. See if he gets a better kick this time. Again, Lemus and Eliason down there to receive, and he does. This one, Eliason's going to take it at the 6. Setting up his blocking there. He runs into the wall.
Goes right up the middle. Brought down by
Those blockers up front, they're going to get a pretty decent return, as they'll mark this one at the Hawk 33-yard line. So with 6:48 left to go in the first half, the Cougars lead 14-0.
North Sanpete has it now. First
In a game that means everything. Winner goes on, loser, well, they're done for the year. The winner goes on actually to play Juab as Stedman. He's going to take this one left side. He breaks the tackle. Nice stiff arm there. Cuts it back to the right side. And the Cougars. Oh, are they going to get there? I think he got in. Touchdown, Stedman.
Touchdown, Stedman. Touchdown, North Sanpete.
So a nice run there by Stedman. He picks up the good blocks there as he turns the corner. And then comes all the way back across the field, avoiding the defense. A 67-yard return or run there by Stedman. Stedman with only 82 yards running on the year. Well, of course, you kind of got to throw in the fact that a quarterback gets sacked and all that, but still, add 78 yards to that. That's nice. Rodriguez adds the extra point, and the Cougars only lead 14-7 here against the Hawks in this playoff game. Again, the winner will go on to play Juab next Friday in Juab. That game at 4 p.m. So another early game, which is kind of nice. I mean, usually October starts to get cold, and the nights are freezing. So it's more for the, I guess the people attending the game. And so the Hawks will kick off to the Cougars here again. Cougars with 6:34 remaining left in the first half. Plenty of time to score. And a big thanks to our coverage sponsors. L&L Motor, Strata Networks, Ashley Regional Medical Center, Moon Lake Electric, Savage Services, Stickman, and Sunbelt Rentals. Again, make sure you stay right here on VTV, as tonight, 3 games, 3 home games. Altamont, they're home to Rich. Duchesne, home to Layton Christian, and Uinta will be home to Salem Hills. This kick, Cougars will take it about the 21. It's Chase Burchell as he cuts back across the left. He's got blockers up front. Roberts, and there's a flag that comes flying in there. Is Jackson Langschwager and Braxton Brotherson with the tackle. We'll see what the flag is here. Probably against the Cougars would be my guess on this return. There's lots of things. You could either have a hold, block in the back, as the tackle was clean from what I could see. Officials will converse. Maybe pull out a rule book, and they're going to wave this one off. So far we've seen 2 flags waved off as the coach or as the officials meet. Make sure they always get that play right, or the call right. So 1st and 10 for the Cougars from their own 35 as the offense takes the field. Dual receivers to both sides. Labrum in the gun with Miller lined up in the backfield. The officials will explain that one to Bird. And we will talk about our sponsors. Strata Networks, proud to be your local wireless provider. Right now you can get a 4G smartphone for $0 down And you can upgrade in as early as 1 year with Strata Plus. Just learn more, go to stratanetworks.com. And if you're listening outside the basin, you can go to stratanetworks.com. So, 1st and 10 for the Cougars. They're going to give it to Miller around the right side. A great defensive play there by the Hawks in the backfield with a flag thrown in. We'll wait to see what it is. It's going to be a hold against the Cougars, and that even makes it, well, actually, it'll be a repeat of 1st down, but big penalty is about 2 yards back, so it'll make it 1st and 22 now for the Cougars. Taking this one back to the 22-yard line. 23. Yeah, somewhere in there. Yeah, 23. There we go. So 1st and 22.
So 1st and 21 yards. Now,
Cougars. We'll go with trips left. Miller comes to the left side of Labrum. Labrum will give to Miller. Miller gets through the line of scrimmage there. Blockers were able to open up a big enough hole, and he's able to pick up about 6. So it'll be 2nd and 16 now for the Cougs.
Pick up a 6 yards, 2nd and 15.
Cougars coming out and running the ball quite a bit today, both Labrum and Miller, as now Labrum will drop back to throw. He's going to go deep across the middle to Roberts, intended for Roberts, but too deep.
Pass intended for Roberts.
Will be overthrown, incomplete. So it'll bring up a 3rd and a bundle for the Cougars.
On the coverage, number 21, Ethan Bowles.
Looks like Bowles was the man on the coverage there. A junior for the Hawks. The Cougars with 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Labrum in the gun. As Labrum will fake it and keep the ball. He's upfield and he's close to a 1st. He's got it. He'll get what he needs. And the Cougars pick up a big 3rd down conversion. As the offense will stay on the field.
They now have a 1st and 10 on their own 46.
Same formation for the Cougars. Again, Labrum now drops back. Looking. Now he's got a man. It's Eastern Roar all alone in the flat. And just down the left side, he's got nobody there. Clausen and Clausen actually both chasing him down, but 14 and 15. But, you know, Roar was wide open. That's one of those. It's too bad we can't run a replay when you're not game of the week. But what a play there by the Cougars. And it's Labrum finding the open man. As he goes through all his progressions, finds Roar, just doing a little out pattern there. He connects with Roar. And Roar does the rest with his legs. His Lang hits the extra point. And the Cougars on top, 21-7. We're back after this break.
Cougars 21.
And it's an exciting one here in Roosevelt as the Union Cougars taking on the North Sanpete Hawks. Cougars able to score there on a long pass play. Labrum finding Roar for the 50, those 50-plus yards there. And so the Cougars now on top, 21-7. Hawks defensively have been tough, not allowing a whole lot, and the Cougars coming away with just a big play there to make it a 2-score game. Miller to kick, Eliason, and that is also Lemus for the Hawks back to receive. Miller's had some nice kicks today. And we'll see if he can get another one. This one going to go high, more high than anything. Eliason comes under now about the 11, carrying it out past the 20.
Elias gets the ball, travels up the left side.
And nice play there, it looks like by Gurr.
Brought down by Kobe Gurr, number 55.
And so the Hawks will take over on their own 25-yard line.
On their own 25.
Well, L&L Motor, they're the #1 rated car dealer in the Basin. And you can visit their new Buick GMC full-service store in Vernal. Also, Strata Networks, they bring you the latest mobile devices from your favorite brands. Visit them today. Buy one, get one free on select smartphones. As Stedman drops back to throw. Now he's going to scramble. He finds Eliason over in the flat. A hit by Labrum, and they will call it a catch. The hit by Labrum causes Eliason to, the ball to just come flying out. I'm guessing he got his helmet on it. And the Cougars recover it. They'll take over now on the Hawk 25-yard line. So another turnover as the Hawks have thrown 2 interceptions and a fumble here. Again, keys to the game. Coach Bird, he wanted to win that turnover margin. Well, right now, not going so well. And so the Cougar offense is back onto the field. They're going to go trips right, and a flag comes in.
Flag down.
As the Hawks point at the Cougar offensive line. And it is false start on the Cougars. So 1st and 15 now for the Cougars. Ashley Regional Medical Center. Hey, they're looking forward to the completion of their new women's center in 2018. If you've driven past Ashley Regional, you've seen the work going on. Well, that is the new women's center, and it'll be completed next year. Labrum takes the snap, fakes it to Miller. He's going to keep it himself. He's got some nice blocking, cuts back. He'll pick up about 8 yards on that one. And so it'll be 2nd and 7.
Also number 40 on the play, Brock Justison.
Moon Lake Electric's been providing power to the area since 1938. Another sponsor of VTV6's live coverage of high school football. Labrum drops back to throw. Scrambling, he gets it off to Roberts. Roberts breaks a tackle, and he gets in. Does he get in? He does. Nope, they're going to say he's out of bounds. Did you see a touchdown signal? Oh, okay, I missed it. I think that was number 21 on the coverage there, Ethan Bowles. And Roberts making a nice move just to shake him. He had a hold of his jersey, and he couldn't hang on, and Roberts gets in for the touchdown. The athlete of the week, Gage Roberts there with a nice run and score. And Lang will knock in the extra point. And the Cougars up 28-7 with 4 minutes left to go in the first half. We're back after this break.
Hey you, with a drink and popcorn waiting for the movie. It's the moment you've waited all year for. The Corn Maze is open again in Bluebell. Your favorite fall activities in one place. There's a pumpkin patch, kettle corn, goats, pumpkin cannons, spooky trails. There's just too much to list. So go to www.bluebellcornmaze.com or look up Bluebell Corn Maze on Facebook. Head to the Corn Maze at Water Hollow Ranch, located in Bluebell, where getting lost means finding fun.
And we are back. Is just 4 minutes, a little over 4 minutes left to go here in the first half. The Cougars lead 28-7. North Sanpete had a nice run by Stedman. About a, I think what we figure, it was a 67-yard run or 70-something. Anyways, nice run by Stedman getting the Hawks on the board. But so far the Cougars offensively have kept the North Sanpete's defense on the field most of the game. 3 turnovers, and we'll see if what North Sanpete's offense can do now as Miller kicks this one. Eliason's going to field this one at his own 7, comes across the 10. He meets a tackler there about the 20. Looks like that's again Gurr. Also Barnes was in there.
Kobe Gurr on the stop.
So Gurr with another one. I think the last kickoff Gurr had the tackle there. And so Eliason getting out, going to mark this one at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 on their own 22.
Oh, Stedman under center. He's got Clausen lined up in the back, and this one's a quick pass over to the right side. Makes a nice move. He's going to be pushed out of bounds.
Knocked out of bounds
by Labrum. That's Mickle. Kai Mickle with the catch. And he picks up about 6 for the Hawks. Quickly to the line of scrimmage as they're working against the time clock here. Stedman will give it up the middle.
Handoff to
Davis taking this one for maybe a yard or he'll get a yard. So now on 3rd and 2, Stedman pitches this one out to Clausen. Clausen going to the right side. He gets a nice block, and he's finally pushed out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by the number 2. That's Lincoln Labrum. And so Clausen picks up a first for the Hawks. Just enough to move the chains. And he gets out of bounds, stopping the clock at 3:31.
First and 10 on their own 38.
Again, Hawks working this tight formation. They pitch it out to Clausen again. Clausen going to go deep. He throws. And that ball thrown out of bounds, intended for Mason Allred, incomplete. It's Chase Burchell on the coverage.
Coverage on the play, Burchell.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 now.
Caden Hyder in. Garrett Hardy
from their own 37-yard line. Hawks are going to do some substitution here. And they're going to go trips left. Stedman in the gun. Takes the snap. Clausen going out on a swing pattern. And Stedman's going to be pushed. He's out to the right side. He's got nobody but Burchell. Burchell can't get to him. A nice move by Stedman. And finally that is Roberts that takes him down. But another run. Stedman doing it on his own for the Hawks. He had the other touchdown. I guess he's not doing it on his own. He picked up some nice blocks in that first run. This time he rolls out, scrambling, and of course he's got all of his receivers on the left side of the field, pulling all of the Union defenders over there.
Hawks have it now 1st and 10 on the Cougar 9.
So the Cougar defense failing to have someone watching Stedman. Stedman's dangerous back there. So on a 1st down inside the 10. He'll give it to Clausen. Clausen getting a few. He'll get up to about the 6-yard line. So 2nd and goal for the Hawks. from the 6-yard line.
Pick up a 3, 2nd and 7. Goal to go for the Hawks.
With only 2:37 left to go here in the first half. Hawks down 28-7. They'd like to change that, and they give up the middle. That is to Davis. Davis gets a few. That'll bring up 3rd down. They're going to mark this one about the 4-yard line, so 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. About the 3-yard line, actually.
3rd and 3.
So 3rd and goal from the 3.
Let's hear it, guys. Cougar fans, what do you say? Come on, defense.
Coming out with this tight formation, 3 receivers on the right side. They're going to pitch to Clausen. Clausen trying to cut back. And that is a huge play by Hyder as he gets in the backfield. Gets a hold of Clausen, holds on to him, and then roar in to help him out as they bring him down for a loss of 2. It'll be 4th and goal from the 5. The Hawks will go for it. Yeah, Stedman getting a play from the sideline there. Jogs back to the huddle. Stedman is going to go in the gun with Clausen lined up back there. He's got 3 receivers. 3 receivers and actually had a tight end there. And the Cougars going to go with a timeout, and we'll go with one too.
MKJ Construction has been serving Central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
And we're back. Stedman. The snap hiked over his head there, and now he's just running for his life on 4th down. You know, that's tough. That's a tough predicament when you're trying to score. And a mistake like that puts you on your heels, and so the Cougar offense will take the field. In the situation that they incomplete a pass, the Cougars would be taking over on their own 5-yard, or on the Hawks. Yeah, on their own 5-yard line. Instead, they're taking over on their own 26-yard line. Oh, 31-yard line. Defensively, all they got to do is chase Stedman down, which isn't necessarily the easiest thing to do. He's a speedy quarterback. And so Labrum comes out with 5 receivers. With just a little over a minute left to go here in the first half, the Cougars. And Labrum's going to keep it. Not going to get anything there. So it'll be 2nd down. Cougars will continue to run the clock. Up 28-7 here, looking to go into halftime. Latui, the center, as he gets the ball there to Labrum. Labrum drops back. He's got time. Now he's going to go deep down the field, intended for Hyder. Hyder's got the catch.
Beautiful reception, no flag down. That's another Cougar.
On the coverage was Wesley Madsen and Brock Justison. Double teamed, and Hyder comes up with the ball. And the Cougars into Hawk territory. They'll mark this one at the 25. The clock is stopped at 37 seconds here, as Hyder was able to get out of bounds. Again, 5 receivers. Labrum throws, Incomplete, intended for Hyder, thrown just a little high. Clausen on the coverage, and Lemus diving, trying to pick up the tipped ball there. So it'll be second down now. In Lang territory, I should say, as Lang can hit the field goal from here. Cougars give to Miller. Miller finding some blocking, and that is a nice tackle by Peyton Clausen, actually, to take him down. So it'll be third and 5. The Cougars going to go with a timeout, and we will as well.
Terry R. Brothers in Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
Experiencing pain or a serious condition with your feet? If so, trust an expert podiatrist with next-generation training. At Elite Ankle and Foot in Mount Pleasant and Gunnison, Dr. Tyler Jolly specializes in a wide variety of foot and ankle conditions involving patients from infancy through geriatrics. Dr. Jolly is board certified with the American Board of Podiatric Medicine and studied with an emphasis in sports medicine, reconstructive surgery, and trauma. Call Elite Ankle and Foot at 462-FOOT. That's 462-FOOT, or online at eliteankleandfoot.com.
Well, after the Cougar timeout, 3rd and 6, we're back with short time left to go here in the first half. Labrum in the gun, drops back. He's got plenty of time as Miller staying in the block. Now he's going to get rushed. He'll scramble away. He throws deep, intended for Chase Berlin, and the ball overthrown. But that will stop the clock with 14 seconds. The Cougars, it'll be 4th down for them. At halftime, we've got Coach Meloto, Anna. I probably butchered her last name, but who cares? Well, she cares, as she's standing here. But the head coach for the Union Cougar volleyball team, as they went undefeated in region and will head to state next week. Their first game, I think the first game is Wednesday, as Chase Lang will kick this field goal. Did he get it? No good. Just barely to the left. And so North Sanpete will take over with 10 seconds left to go, but that's all Stedman needs, as we've seen him scramble before. Imagine the defense to come out playing fairly conservative, as they'll play a prevent-style defense here. Moon Lake Electric, they've been in operation since 1938. You can find them and like them on Facebook. Also, the Savage family founded the company back in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber in Utah. Stickman and Sunbelt Rentals, both proud sponsors of VTV6's live coverage of UNA Basin High School football. So a big thanks to both Stickman and Sunbelt Reynolds, as there goes Stedman again. Brock Brinkerhoff brings him down. Well, we see a timeout here by North Sanpete. I imagine they'll take a timeout here. Because otherwise that's it. Yep, there they are. They did take a timeout. They did take the timeout.
They might call it back. Let's see what happens.
Imagine they would have, but we're waiting to see. So,
timeout North Sanpete.
I was surprised the officials didn't, or maybe the coach didn't tell the officials before that.
Can't put less than 10 seconds, so we'll have to count it off.
So 1.2 seconds will be left on the clock, basically just enough for one more play here. Again, a big thanks to all of our coverage sponsors: L&L Motors, Strata Networks, Ashley Regional Medical Center, Moon Lake Electric, Savage, Stickman, and Sunbelt Rentals. And remember, we've got, we'll be talking with the head coach from Union High School volleyball program as they head to state next week. We'll be talking with her at halftime, so don't go anywhere. And we got a good halftime show. I'm guessing. I'm guessing the Cougar cheerleaders dressed in some, I'm guessing that's zombie wear. Stedman, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to go deep. Downfield intended for number 84, and I don't have his name, but that's going to do it for us. So after a first half play, it is Cougars 28, the Hawks 7. We'll be back after this break. We've got a little halftime interview.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
Great job, Cougarettes. Beautiful uniforms, beautiful pom-poms, beautiful girls, great dance.
That's your Union High School Cougarettes. As we'll continue to, I think the cheerleaders are going to do something. But we've got Coach Miloto. Okay. Let me see if I can hear you in that mic.
Can you hear me? No.
Maybe. Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Keep talking.
1, 2, 3.
There we go. Yep, I can hear you good.
Okay.
All right. Coach Anna.
Yeah.
With Union High School volleyball, you guys undefeated. You came away with a win last night against Juab in Nephi.
Yep.
You beat them in three sets.
Yep. It was a good game though. Like the second game we went 26-24. So they gave us a good run for it.
Boy, that is some loud music. I'm watching this. I'm guessing they're dressed like zombies, right?
Yeah.
We're going to come back. We'll be talking with Coach Anna after some Union High School cheerleaders.
Great job, cheerleaders. Appreciate all
Oh, the
hard
cheerleaders.
Work, cheerleaders and Cougarettes.
Nice little dance there.
And their coaches.
We're going to go back to talking with Coach Anna of the Union High School volleyball team, as they've got state coming up this next week. They just got done playing Juab last night, last game of the season, and of course you finished it good.
Yep, we went undefeated, so that was cool, and they gave us a good match. We went to 3, but the second game it was 26-24, so it was tough. They hit well. And we started serving them out of system, so that helped us. We started serving tougher. So
you got one of your volleyball players up here. Well, namely because we actually chose her as athlete of the week for the volleyball team.
Yep, this is Mesa, and I chose her for Player of the Week because she's been serving really well and passing really well. So
Mesa, you're a junior, right?
Yeah, I'm a junior.
So and you play multiple sports, don't you?
Yeah, I've been playing 3 sports my whole high school career so far. Volleyball, basketball, and softball.
All right. Well, and volleyball, boy, you guys are doing great. You got state next week. You play on Wednesday. Is that correct? And who are you playing? Do you know?
We have South Sevier. South Sevier is our first game, so first round, and then we'll just go from there. But
from there.
Yeah.
But South Sevier, I think they were seeded sixth
in
the other region.
Yep. So it's going to be a tough match. So I can't overlook anybody because I think other regions are a little bit tougher. So they've been playing at a higher level. So we need to be working hard.
So if you want to see Union High School volleyball, go out and cheer them on. They're going to be playing at Utah Valley University, the center there. I don't even, what is that called?
I don't know.
Utah Valley University Center.
Yeah.
And your first game is at 10:30?
10:30, yep, and then our second game will be at 1:30.
Second game at 1:30.
Yep.
And so good luck to the Union Cougar volleyball team.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us here at halftime. And again, if you're just joining us, 28-7, the Cougars in this first round playoff game with the North Sanpete Hawks. They're at halftime here. And so we'll be, let's see, we got 6 minutes left in halftime. We're going to go away to break. We'll be back here in just a bit.
Some of the most important diagnostic tools in medicine today are in the radiology department. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, there are many modalities to choose from: CAT scans, nuclear medicine, MRI, 4D ultrasound, digital mammography, bone density scanning, and a totally digital format. The technicians at Ashley Regional are highly trained and are well known for their great customer service skills. If you need an x-ray of any kind, ask your physician to send you to Ashley Regional Medical Center for quality results.
There's no cost for imagination, no charge for dreams, no limit to what we can accomplish together. It takes grit, determination, but mostly it takes you. They are your ideas, your visions. We're here to help. Early mornings, late nights, heavy loads. We are real people turning extraordinary dreams into reality. Sunbelt Rentals. Your ideas, our equipment.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today, Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uinta Basin.
Being there to see the sunset, only to see it rise. Your friends, your family, and being around those who matter most. Visiting new places and trying new things. The road trips or the camping trips. The times you'll remember and the places you'll go back to. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know. People who care.
In our small community, something big is happening. Strata's fiber network is connecting thousands of locations in the basin, bringing internet speeds now as fast as 1 gig. Delivered across the fastest technology available, gig internet has the speed and power equal to 1,000 megabits per second. For more streaming, more sharing, more connected devices, and more possibilities. It's internet fast enough for your life. Get your gig today from Strata Networks. We connect lives.
Hey you, with a drink and popcorn waiting for the movie. It's the moment you've waited all year for. The Corn Maze is open again in Bluebell. Your favorite fall activities in one place. There's a pumpkin patch, kettle corn, goats, pumpkin cannons, spooky trails. There's just too much to list. So go to www.bluebellcornmaze.com or look up Bluebell Corn Maze on Facebook. Head to the Corn Maze at Water Hollow Ranch, located in Bluebell, where getting lost means finding fun.
MKJ Construction has been serving central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
Terry R. Brothers in Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
Experiencing pain or a serious condition with your feet? If so, trust an expert podiatrist with next-generation training. At Elite Ankle and Foot in Mount Pleasant and Gunnison, Dr. Tyler Jolly specializes in a wide variety of foot and ankle conditions involving patients from infancy through geriatrics. Dr. Jolly is board certified with the American Board of Podiatric Medicine and studied with an emphasis in sports medicine, reconstructive surgery, and trauma. Call Elite Ankle and Foot at 462-FOOT. That's 462-FOOT, or online at eliteankleandfoot.com.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
Some of the most important diagnostic tools in medicine today are in the radiology department. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, there are many modalities to choose from: CAT scans, nuclear medicine, MRI, 4D ultrasound, digital mammography, bone density scanning, and a totally digital format. The technicians at Ashley Regional are highly trained and are well known for their great customer service skills. If you need an x-ray of any kind, ask your physician to send you to Ashley Regional Medical Center for quality results.
Well, if you missed the first half, welcome to Union High School. I'm Mark Winterton. And, of course, a great matchup this afternoon between the Union Cougars and North Sanpete Hawks, as Hawks find themselves down 28-7 here against the Cougars. Cougars had a great first half, and we'll talk just a little bit about the keys of the game. North Sanpete coach Bird talked about keeping the offense on the field. Well, I think it's been the other way. Cougar offense has been on the field the whole time. Winning the turnover margin has been one of those keys for the Hawks, throwing 2 picks and a fumble that went to the Cougars. Cougars, I know, had a fumble, but they actually recovered it themselves. And so there's your turnover margin right there. And the other is be disciplined and trust our keys from Coach Bird. We'll see what kind of changes Coach Bird has made at halftime to see if he can get his Hawks back into this game. Cougars valuing the football. Well, they've done that so far, and then playing great defense. That's the part they've got to improve. Stedman has been able to run the ball against the Cougars, making some nice moves, beautiful moves. In fact, he had a long one, another long one. He had a couple of long runs. And if you can see over there, Braxton Nilsson coming onto the track. Braxton Tough. There's Braxton, as suffering a rodeo accident earlier this year.
Friday, so this is awesome news, man. A couple days early, he's doing well.
He's come home now after spending a lot of time in the hospital.
He's got a great attitude.
As he's got a lot of support here in the community. In fact, I know they've redesigned his home to make sure that it's wheelchair accessible as he continues to go through physical therapy.
Eliason and Lemus back deep.
Paralyzed from the waist down.
Let's get ready for some more football.
And so good luck to Braxton. And as we get started with second half action, the Cougars will kick to the Hawks. Back to receive for the Hawks. It's Eliason and Lemus. But this one's, well, Eliason will take this one about the 14. Coming upfield, he's across the 30, down to the 40 as he runs over, making a nice hit on Roberts, but Roberts getting the tackle.
On the tackle, Gage Roberts.
And so the Hawks will take over on their own 40-yard line to start here in the second half. We'll be coming up with a player of the game. That's sponsored by Mays at Water Hollow Ranch. So that'll be the end of the game. We'll announce that one. Stedman under center. That's Clausen. He'll pick up 3. Actually, he's going to get 4 on that one. They'll put this one up at the 44.
Clausen, 16 on the tackle. Colby Hyder.
Yeah, Clausen
pick up a 4 yard, 2nd and 6.
Hasn't carried it a whole lot. Their leading rusher is both Mason Burgess and Keegan Eliason as Stedman rolls, throws downfield. That one completed to Langschwager. As Chase Burchell will make the stop.
Number 3, Chase Burchell.
But another first down for the Hawks. Or a first down there for the Hawks as they will get into Cougar territory. Cougars making a... I was like, where'd our camera go? As Cougars making or having 4 down linemen there, and they give to Davis. I believe that's Davis up the middle.
To number 13, Eddie Davis up the right side of the line. On the tackle,
someone was off looking at the stars for just a second. We didn't miss a play at least, right? As the Hawks getting up to the Cougar 40-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8. Stedman will go under center. As he keeps it, pitches it to the sophomore. Clausen will get another 2 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 6 now for the Hawks. So the Hawks moving the ball here as we come out of halftime.
3rd and 6.
You know, one of the big plays of the first half was where the Hawks trying to score, 4th and 5, and then the snap over the top of Stedman, causing the Hawks to have a turnover on downs. As a pass completed there.
Complete.
That was to Langschwager.
Flag down.
The flag comes flying in. We'll see if the Cougars accept the penalty. Accepting the penalty will make it 3rd down again. Declining it will go 4th. And the Cougars trying to see what they're doing. I think they want to saw one of the coaches there showing decline the penalty, but they are going to take it. And so a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, which makes it even worse. It'll be 3rd and 20 now.
And the Hawks have it now on their 47-yard line.
So Stedman will go into the gun with 4 receivers. I think that's Clausen lined up next to him in the backfield there. There's the snap. Stedman will just scramble out of there, and the Cougars waiting for him. As Chase oh, that's actually Brinkerhoff. You know, and he's going to get up to the same spot they had anyway at 4th down. Stedman making another big move with his feet, and he's deadly.
First beginning, number 20, Jaden Horrocks, and a host of Cougars.
Cougar defense. Still with no way of no answer here in the second half. First half, no answer. They went into halftime. You'd think they'd have something, but again, no answer. As Stedman making a big move, and you know what? 4th and 3, and with Stedman's feet, might as well be a first down, right? As the Hawks come out with 4 receivers again, Stedman in the gun. Cougars showing blitz.
Flag down.
And it's the Hawks with a timeout, and we're going to take one as well.
North Sanpete, timeout Hawks.
There's no cost for imagination, no charge for dreams, no limit to what we can accomplish together. It takes grit, determination, but mostly it takes you. They are your ideas, your visions. We're here to help. Early mornings, late nights, heavy loads. We are real people turning extraordinary dreams into reality. Sunbelt Rentals. Your ideas, our equipment.
So after the timeout, Stedman's going to go under center, 4 receivers. Cougars playing tight on Stedman. Stedman will roll around to the left. He's going to go deep. Got a man down there. It's Lincoln Labrum defending, and a nice catch by Davis. Puts the Hawks on the board. Labrum turned around, but unable to either find the ball in the air or just get to it. Davis makes the catch. So a great throw, catch, and the Hawks make it 13. We'll see if they can make it 14 here. As Rodriguez comes in to kick. Stedman to hold.
Stedman to hold.
9:04 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Still early in the second half.
Snap is back, down, and up.
As Rodriguez will add that one, and it's good. Cougars 28, Hawks 14. We'll be back after this break.
Founded in 1946 by the Savage family with a single truck, today Savage is the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of our customers across a variety of industries. We are a proud sponsor of high school sports coverage and the community here in the Uinta Basin.
Being there to see the sunset, only to see it rise. Your friends, your family, and being around those who matter most. Visiting new places and trying new things. The road trips or the camping trips. The times you'll remember and the places you'll go back to. Let each mile bring you closer to the moments that matter. L&L Motor. People you know. People who care.
In our small community, something big is happening. Strata's fiber network is connecting thousands of locations in the basin, bringing internet speeds now as fast as 1 gig. Delivered across the fastest technology available, Gig Internet has the speed and power equal to 1,000 megabits per second. For more streaming, more sharing, more connected devices, and more possibilities. It's internet fast enough for your life. Get your gig today from Strata Networks. We connect lives.
And we are back. There was a penalty on the extra point. Unsportsmanlike against the Cougars. So this will be assessed on the kickoff. Probably a 15-yard penalty there. So the Hawks will be kicking from the Cougar 45-yard line.
So North Sanpete will kick it off. Union's 45. Get ready, Coug.
Which means Rodriguez, better chance of him kicking that one into the end zone for a touchback. And making the Cougars start on their own 20, where they've, I think they've averaged about the 35. As Rodriguez comes into this one. It's going to go left side. Out of bounds.
Rolls out of bounds. Penalty.
So, of course, that one being a penalty, and that one's actually going to give the Cougars, that's not going to do anything for the Hawks. It'll give the Cougars the ball on the 35. Some more discussion. I'm wondering if somebody touched the ball. So we'll let them discuss. You know what and why they do? Let's go to a quick break. And we are back. A legal procedure there against the Hawks. I'm not sure what the officials have decided here. As the Hawks kicked from the Cougar 45-yard line, had a great opportunity here, but the ball kicked out of bounds. And so the ball will be placed at the 20 because of where the ball was kicked. I guess it's a 15-yard.
So they're saying first and 10 for the Cougars on the 20. On their own 20.
Cougars will take over on their own 20. Labrum in the gun. Dual receivers to both sides, and he'll fake it to Miller. A nice pass over to Burchell. Burchell with the stiff arm.
On the coverage, number 14, Chance Clausen.
Was Chance Clausen on the coverage. Eliason makes I guess the final tackle there. As Clausen held on, Burchell gets a few yards. So it'll be second down now for the Cougars. This time they'll give to Miller, and he gets gobbled up in the backfield. Eliason there. Also Davis.
For Miller. Whole host of Hawks.
And the big man.
Number 38.
Big man, number 77, Ashworth. Dustin Ashworth.
Number 77,
just a junior.
For the Hawks.
So the Hawks making a nice stop there on second down, causing the Cougars to have a 3rd and long 10 as they bring Burchell in motion. They'll give to Burchell around the right side. He cuts it up field. He'll get a few, but the Cougars will pump this ball away. As the punt team comes in.
Justison, Stedman on the stop.
So North Sanpete starting this second half out
laying out there to punt
in better fashion as they get on the board with a touchdown, making it a 2-score game, and now holding the Cougars to 3 and out. Chase Lang to punt. Back to receive for the Hawks is Lemus. Lang's punt, nice one. Nice spiral there, and it's going to get past Lemus. Chase Berlin chasing it down. As Lemus playing daredevil there.
Chase Berlin downs the ball.
And Berlin just going, pick it up. Come on, pick it up.
7:16 now remaining.
And so the Hawks will take over on their own 22. So the Hawks score on their first drive of the second half, getting the Cougars to go 3 and out on the Cougars first, and now the Hawks will have their second drive. So the last, of course, the last meeting of these two, Union walked away with a win, 27-21 against North Sanpete, as Union outscored North Sanpete 15-6 in the fourth quarter of the game to pull out the win. Lincoln Labrum threw 2 key touchdowns in the fourth quarter. And another fumble.
Looks like a fumble.
And it's Gage Roberts that gets on it. So the Hawks continue to struggle with their turnovers, especially after getting the Cougars to go 3 and out. And now the Cougar offense is on the field.
Now the Cougars will have it 1st and 10 on the Hawk 20.
Welcome all of our Hawks listeners. I'll try not to sound too biased on here, as all it is I call it Cougar games all year long. In fact, I travel with them on the road. And then right here on VTV for the home games is the Cougars. In the gun, it's Labrum. He'll roll left. Going downfield, it's to Berlin. Berlin takes it at the 10, and they're going to get inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the Cougars from the 7-yard line. So the Cougars going 3 and out, cause a turnover there against the Hawks, and get great field position. Going trips right, and they're going to give to Miller. Miller up the gun, or up the middle, I mean. And great blocking. It is Miller time, as he has a great blocking. You know what, you have to give hats off. I mean, congratulations. How would you do? You got to congratulate your lineman on that one, because without your lineman, of course, Dalton Clark, Chase Lang, now he trades off hats for his place kicker hat. And then Loney Latui, Brig Edwards, and Tavita Kafusi, your offensive line for the Cougars, opening up that big hole for Miller. And Lang will add another one on there. So Cougars up 35-14, 6:56 left to go here in the third. We'll keep you right here for just a little bit. And well, a big thanks to all of our sponsors. L&L Motor, Strata Networks, Ashley Regional Medical Center, Moon Lake Electric, Savage Services, and Stickman, along with Sunbelt Rentals. And then I guess we need to throw in the Maze at the Water Hollow Ranch, who sponsors our player of the game. We'll be bringing that to you at the end of the game, too. So the Hawks kickoff return squad will take the field. Eliason and Lemus back to return, back to receive. As the Cougars will come in to kick. Jerem Miller. He'll kick this one off. Jerem, a senior, involved in so many different things, along with drama and choir, but also the Cougars' leading rusher. As I think he's got over 1,000 yards on the year. I think he went over 1,000 on Friday. I didn't see the exact statistic. Miller missed all of last year after he had a knee injury. But back this year healthy, and he'll kick that one into the end zone for another touchback. Eliason making the grab there. And so that means the Hawks will take over on their own 20-yard line. Well, L&L Motor, you can visit their new Buick GMC full-service store in Vernal. Also, Strata Networks, they're proud to be your local wireless provider. Right now, you can get a 4G smartphone for $0 down. That's right, $0 down. Upgrade in as early as 1 year with Strata Plus. All you got to do, go to stratanetworks.com to learn more. and find all the other goodies they've got. As Stedman in the gun, fakes it, and he's going to keep it to the right side. Getting past a Cougar defender. Now I'm not sure what's going on. Boy, Stedman is tough on his feet.
That's a Hawk first down.
Huge play. He'll get 20 yards there.
With the tackle and a host of,
I think Stedman's over 100 yards already tonight.
So Hawks have a first and 10 on their own 40.
As the Hawks will continue downfield here. First down. Stedman now goes under center. And he gives up the middle.
Handoff counter to number 40.
That's to Justison.
Around the left side.
Brock Justison, just a junior. That is the one nice thing about the Hawks is they're spread out. Stedman, of course, the senior, they're going to miss him a lot next year. And Davis. But they've got a lot coming back. And now I'm not sure what's going on as the officials not really sure. Oh, it's something to do with the yard marker and the ball.
Pick up of 2, 2nd and 8.
Well, 2nd and 8 now. Stedman will roll right. And now he'll keep it. But it is the Cougars that bring him down there. And it looks like it might be for a loss there as Garrett Harding gets a hold of him. Making a great play defensively, not to get juked out of his shoes. Stedman's done a good job doing that tonight or this afternoon. I guess it starts to become night. You can see the shadows there.
3rd and 8.
But still great weather. You can't pick better weather to play a football game in. So on 3rd and 8, Stedman in the gun. He's got trips left. Drops back to throw. He's going to go right now. He comes back left. The pass to Justison. Justison bounces off the tackle by Hyder, and he'll get a yard. So it'll be 4th and 7 now for the Hawks. The Hawks punt team does come in. Down by 3 touchdowns, 3 scores, and a quarter and a half to go.
Chase Berlin in.
Always makes you say, watch for the fake. And he'll roll right, and he will. Throwing back to his left side, wide open. It's Davis. And they do. They fake it and get it.
Chase is wearing Braxton Nielsen's number. He's worn it all year.
Oh, sorry, that wasn't Davis. That was Eliason. Eliason.
He's a cousin of Braxton. First down.
What a great play there. Fake punt. And you got to expect it. You definitely got to expect it in that situation as the Hawks are down by 3 scores and not very much time left to go. But now the Hawks on first down in Cougar territory. From the 30, and there's flags all over there saying this one's against the Hawks, and it is. 5-yard penalty there on the false start.
The Hawks. 5-yard penalty.
The Hawks make a big play there on a 4th down punt fake. And a penalty to bring him back 5. So 1st and 15 now. Stedman in the gun. He's got trips right. Trips right in Lemus, Davis, and Bowles. As Stedman will keep it, taking it to the left. A flag comes in. Stedman making a nice spin there, and it's Tavita Kafusi with the tackle.
Calfusi and Percival.
So again, the Hawks with the holding penalty. Stedman making a nice move with his feet there. But that one hurts. As brings it clear back to the Cougar 48-yard line.
on the Cougar 48.
So this will be 1st and 28. I had to take my shoes off to figure that one. The hands weren't doing it. So on 1st and 28. I just run it to Stedman. Stedman keeper. Gonna go trips right again. Stedman takes the snap, fakes it, and he does. He's gonna keep it left side. Bouncing. Finally brought down. He
goes around the left side this time.
He's gonna pick up 8. So that'll be 2nd and 20. Let's see, 8 more yards each carry.
Kavita Kaufusi on the tackle.
Kaufusi again on the tackle there. Tavita playing both ways, as the Cougars have a tough time not using him defensively. He's mean, and of course, and then he's starting guard on offense. As Stedman drops back to throw, he'll roll right, he'll tuck it in, he's gonna run again. It's Caden Hyder that comes in and makes the hit.
Stedman kept the ball, didn't find a receiver.
Stedman picks up 5 on that run play, or scramble play, I guess. But another, I believe it's another hold. We'll see. Is it on the defense or the offense?
Holding call against
so another penalty. 3 penalties here against the, is it 3? Did I count right? 3 penalties against the Hawks. Right in a row, pretty much. So another 10-yard penalty.
10-yard penalty.
So this will be a repeat of 2nd down, I believe, making it 2nd and 25. Yeah.
2nd and 25.
Hawks ready to go. Cougars ready to go. 2:34 left to go here in the 3rd. Trips right, Stedman takes the snap, rolls right. Now he's going to throw it back to the left side. Looked like it was a little bit of a screen pass meant for Eliason. That pass falls incomplete, and so now it will be 3rd and 25. Well, Ashley Regional Medical Center named one of the top 100 rural hospitals in America by Becker's Review. They've got their new women's center. That'll be completed in next year. Stedman under center, drops back, throws. Nice pass to Lemus is complete.
Pass complete.
He's finally brought down by Nebeker and a whole bunch of other Cougar tacklers there.
Burchell, Nebeker, Braden.
Savage family founded the company in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber in Utah. And today they are the leader in supply chain management solutions that are tailored to meet the needs of their customers across a variety of industries, including electric power generation, coal production, oil refining, railroad, chemical, oil-filled downhole services, and lots of other industries. Stedman under center, drops back to throw. He'll step up, throws, completed to Lemus, and Lemus has a 1st down. On 4th down, the Hawks convert.
And that's a 1st down. Labrum on the coverage.
So down by 3 touchdowns. They get into the red zone.
North Sanpete on Union's 17.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the Cougar 17-yard line as the Hawks break huddle. Stickman and Sunbelt Rentals. They're proud sponsors of VTV6's live coverage of the Unibasin High School football, covering all 4 high school football games. There's a nice pass from Stedman to Bowles. Touchdown for the Hawks.
Bowles with the touchdown.
So Hawks are able to overcome so many different penalties on that on that drive to get a score here. They'll come in to kick the extra point. Rodriguez, Stedman to hold. Try and make it a 2-score game here with 1:07 left to go in the third.
Rodriguez to kick.
Yeah, there's the snap. Stedman gets it down.
Kick is up.
And the kick is no good. Didn't look like anyone got a hand on it. Rodriguez just not able to get underneath it and put that one through. So our score will remain Cougars 35, North Sanpete 20. We're back after this break.
Hey you, with a drink and popcorn waiting for the movie. It's the moment you've waited all year for. The Corn Maze is open again in Bluebell. Your favorite fall activities in one place. There's a pumpkin patch, kettle corn, goats, pumpkin cannons, spooky trails. There's just too much to list. So go to www.bluebellcornmaze.com or look up Bluebell Corn Maze on Facebook. Head to the Corn Maze at Water Hollow Ranch, located in Bluebell, where getting lost means finding fun.
Well, welcome back as the Hawks kick off to the Cougars. Another legal procedure there. Last time they kicked, I believe, the same thing. Union High School hosting the North Sanpete Hawks here in tonight's game. In the this is a 3A first-round playoff game. The winner here will go on to play Juab at Juab next Friday. And that game will be at 4 p.m. 4 p.m., a nice start as it keeps things a little warmer. But I don't know. There's something about playing underneath the lights. So Cougar offense will take the field on their own 35-yard line. After that illegal procedure, the ball kicked out of bounds. Labrum in the gun. He's got Miller lined up in the backfield with him. And dual receivers to both sides. These near side receivers is Rohr and Burchell. Far side, Hyder and Roberts. As he'll fake it. Now Labrum rolling. Just trying to get rid of the ball. Intended for Hyder. Incomplete. As Blackham gave good chase to Labrum. Labrum throwing across your body. That's a tough throw. But he does avoid the sack, but it'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Cougars. Going to go trips right. North Sanpete looks like 3 down linemen. As Miller gets the handoff. He'll get a few, and now we'll see the line push forward just a little bit more. They'll mark this about 5 yards there. So another 5-yard pickup for Miller. As he's found a lot of success running. And mainly because of this offensive line the Cougars have. Tavita Kafusi playing both ways. Chase Lang, well, he's the place kicker. And also playing a lot of linebacker as Labrum in the gun. Clausen showing blitz, and it is. Gets it off to Burchell. Burchell makes a move on Lemus, and he's across the 40, the 30, 20. Lemus chasing him down. Touchdown, Cougars. Looked like Lemus was gaining on him, but Burchell having a big enough lead there as he made the move that the Cougars score here. As Lang will come in to add an extra point. 41-20. Again, the Cougars looking to advance here in the first round of the playoffs to play Juab. But they've had a lot of experience against Juab, and none of them good, I would say, as they haven't beat Juab in a long time. Lang gets this one, And the Cougars up 42-20. We're out back after this break.
MKJ Construction has been serving central Utah and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Whether you have a project as large as a new road or water line or as intricate as a decorative landscape feature, we have the experience and equipment to complete any size project. We also deliver sand, gravel, road base, topsoil, and landscaping boulders. Call MKJ Construction at 427-9299, 427-9299, and see what we can do for you.
Terry R. Brothers in Excavating and TRB Rock Products offers aggregate products for any of your road construction needs, including road base and a selection of crushed rock products. TRB Rock Products also has landscaping products, topsoil, reject sand, and an eye-catching red landscaping rock. They also do commercial and residential construction, basements, water lines, sewer lines, septic tanks, and perk tests. Get a free estimate at 462-3954. TRB Rock Products, a proud supporter of North Sanpete Athletics.
I'm Mark Winterton, and welcome to Union High School as the Cougars finish out the third quarter here. 11 seconds. We'll kick to the Hawks. Hawks back to receive. Our score here, Cougars 42, Hawks 20. As Jerem Miller to kick. A deep kick. And they're going to give it to Eliason coming out. Across the 20. And that is Kobe Gurr, along with Barnes in on the tackle. Kobe Gurr. He's a sophomore, just a sophomore. You might remember his brother. They called him Panda. Old Jordan Gurr. Actually saw him this last weekend. He's coaching up at Logan High School. He's the defensive line coach for the varsity squad there. Jordan Gurr, Mr. Panda Man.
The Hawks have it first and 10 on their own 24. 5.4 seconds remain in this third.
In fact, I'm the one that convinced Jordan to go up to Utah State up in Logan. Said, try it out. And now Kobe will be playing. Here's the offensive line as they come out with a three-man front. Hyder blitzing Stedman. Stedman, does he get away? He's going to slide.
Quarterback.
As that'll end the third, the Cougars get Stedman for a big loss. And so after three, it's Cougars on top, 42-20. We're back after the break to start the fourth and final quarter.
Your Union Cougars are 42.
Experiencing pain or a serious condition with your feet? If so, trust an expert podiatrist with next-generation training. At Elite Ankle and Foot in Mount Pleasant and Gunnison, Dr. Tyler Jolly specializes in a wide variety of foot and ankle conditions involving patients from infancy through geriatrics. Dr. Jolly is board certified with the American Board of Podiatric Medicine and studied with an emphasis in sports medicine, reconstructive surgery, and trauma. Call Elite Ankle and Foot at 462-FOOT. That's 462-FOOT, or online at eliteankleandfoot.com.
State Farm Insurance and Financial Services is your best choice for dependable insurance coverage and finance options. Local agent Danny Dykes in Moroni offers all types of insurance, as well as State Farm Financial Services, where you're able to finance your dreams through State Farm Bank. State Farm also offers the Pocket Agent app for smartphones and the new Drive Safe and Save discount. Visit your local State Farm Insurance and Financial Services office in Moroni. Phone 800-347-8601. That's 800-347-8601.
Well, the Union High School Cougars are taking on the North Sanpete Hawks in this first-round playoff game, and an exciting one. Cougars on top 42-20 as Hawks have been fighting back here in the second half. Stedman making big plays, but that last play, if you saw it, Stedman getting blitzed by Cougar linebackers, in fact, namely number 16 and 17 there, Rohr and Hyder. As Stedman will roll right, and he's got Hyder blitzing again. Stedman going downfield. He's got a man. Nice catch made by Allred. A senior receiver for the Hawks. And so they get a big chunk back, making it only 3rd and 7 now.
Kobe Gurr out, and Nathan Sixkiller out.
And so the Hawks getting it up to the Cougar about 27-yard line, it looks. Looks to be somewhere there. Stedman in the gun. 2 receivers out wide to his left as he'll roll left. Chased by Hyder, and Allred making the catch for the first down. So the Hawks will continue to move the ball. Stedman doing a lot with his feet. And the rest with his arm. That's 2 completed passes there to Allred in a row, resulting in a first. They get it out to their own 36-yard line. So from their 36-yard line, they're going to go trips right. Eliason lined up in the backfield with him. He fakes it to him. Now blocking.
Stedman wants to run, but he's not got any yards.
Blocking fails him there.
For a loss. Calfusi.
And the Cougars get him for a loss.
And number 75, Chase Lane.
That's the thing about Stedman, though. He can be so deadly, and then the Cougars will get him on something like this, but he'll just come right back.
Yards, 2nd and 16.
So Stedman will come out in the gun. So in on 2nd down, 2nd and about 17. We'll see what he can do with his feet and his arm here as he drops back. He's going to go deep. No, he's going to go little swing pattern, incomplete. It looks like it just went through the hands of Justison.
On the coverage, number 16, Colby Hyder.
So now it'll be 3rd and 17.
Coming into tonight's game, Colby Hyder had 58 tackles, 4 sacks, and 1 pass interception.
So Colby Hyder
Brock Brinker had 43
getting in there and pressuring Stedman. He's the leading tackler for the Cougars. As now you see him there at middle linebacker. He plays a lot of outside. And Stedman will roll right. He's blitzed. He throws this one up. And it's almost caught. Bowles bouncing it off his chest there. Cougars making a hit. Bowles shaking up just a little bit. And that'll bring up 4th and long. And the Hawks will be forced to punt. Forced to punt. At the same time, here in the 4th quarter, down by 3 touchdowns, 3 scores. We got Rodriguez back there to punt. You always got to watch for that punt fake. Rodriguez will kick this one away, end over end. Landed by Berlin. He gets away from it as it goes out of bounds.
Rodriguez gets a punt.
As Parrish was there.
Down by number 10, Parrish.
On the coverage. So the Cougars will take over on their own 35-yard line as the offense takes the field. Hawks defense comes in. Big thanks to, again, all of our sponsors. Stickman, Sunbelt Rentals, as Sunbelt provides the lifts for our camera crew and for the Cougar camera crew, as they've got a camera in the end zone. L&L Motors, Strata Networks, Ashley Regional Medical Center, Moon Lake Electric, and Savage Services, all making it possible for us to bring you live coverage of high school sports. Again, tonight, you make sure you tune in to Altamont, taking on Rich at home. Duchesne taking on Layton Christian, and Uena taking on Salem Hills. Labrum, quick throw to Hyder, and Hyder drops that one.
Pass intended for Caden Hyder, incomplete.
Little short, but that's one of those, just got to get underneath it.
Ethan Bowles on the coverage.
Of course, at the same time, you got defenders right in your face, and you're thinking about the turn and run. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Cougars as they wait for the play to come in. Coach Ziff, I believe, sending the plays in there, and I love his little get-up. You know how nowadays, or it's actually that time of the season, is Miller takes this one up the middle, getting big yardage. He's got a first down.
Back up the middle.
But it's that time of the season when you're going to see all these deer hunters. They got that same strap, but it's hooked to binoculars. Zips hooked to his laptop. Can we see him right there? Yep, there it is. The strap there.
That's another Cougar.
He can use his hands. He's got the laptop right there. It's great. It's deer hunt time. Heading to the Book Cliffs, I'm sure. Lots of base tonight. Says give to Miller again. Miller going to push forward. He'll get 4. We're going to show Zip here. There's Zip. I don't even know if I say his last name right, but that's a sweet. I want one of those for my laptop. In fact, I know a lot of kids, actually, who would love something like that for their iPad. Because then they can eat. I mean, they don't even have to hold still. Second and 7. Labrum in the gun. 2 receivers to both sides. And he'll give to Miller again. Miller's only going to pick up 1 or 2 as the Hawks defense swarms the ball. They'll give him 1. So it'll be 3rd and 6 now for the Cougars. Clock continues to run, and the Cougars just wanting to run the ball here and let the clock run as much as possible. Up 42-20. Try to keep that lead and just let the clock run out. And so again, Cougars with same formation. They'll fake it to Miller, and now Labrum's going to roll right. He goes downfield, short, thrown under, or just, what am I trying to say? Low, there we go. That's what I'm trying to say. High, low, it's easy. Ball intended for Hyder, but the pass thrown low, incomplete. There is a flag. It's going to be against the Cougars. Ineligible receiver downfield. And the Hawks will decline that, making it 4th and 6. The Cougars will bring out their punt team. But that incomplete pass also stopped the clock. Down by 3 scores. The Hawks will get the ball back here as Chase will punt it away to Lemus. And I hope I'm saying that right. Correct. I hope I'm saying that correct for all you Hawks fans, as Lang awaits the snap. Again, end over end. Lemus is going to stay away from it. Now he's going to pick it up, bounce off his helmet. He does keep it. Mason Eltridge was the first defender there.
Moves forward just a bit.
I think he's going to get to the 20. They're going to mark this right about the 20-yard line.
Number 37 on the tackle.
Well, that's a scary one when the ball comes into your hands, bounces off your helmet. Because once it hits the helmet and goes over the top, you don't know where it is. He gets a hold of it though, and the Hawks offense will take the field on their own, or on the on their own 15. Where did I say it was? I don't know what I said. 15. The lethal Stedman under center. He'll drop back to throw. And now he goes downfield. Lemus through his hands. Again, that's one you're anticipating the catch and run afterwards.
Kobe Hyder on the coverage.
Incomplete pass, and so it'll be 2nd down now for North Sanpete. Moon Lake Electric, they've been in operation since 1938, owned by the people they serve. They're cooperative, not privately owned, and you can find them and like them on Facebook. Stedman will go in the gun. Eliason lined up in the backfield with him. He's got trips left. Takes the snap, and he's going to run it. Left side there.
Stedman keeps the ball.
Trying to see the tacklers there on the Cougars. First one there was Bullethead.
Stopped by number 59, Nolan Bullethead.
Nolan Bullethead. Just a junior.
3rd and 10.
One of those wrestlers. So now we'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 10 as Stedman doesn't get any yardage on that one. Again in the gun with Eliason. Dual receivers to both sides. Takes a snap, he'll drop back to throw. He's going to go downfield, intended. That was intended for all red, but it bounces up and high. Gage Roberts picking it off. And the Cougars causing another turnover. Gage Roberts, again, your athlete of the week, and boy, making a big interception there. And the Cougars will take over on the Hawk 40-yard line. L&L Motor, they're the #1 rated new car dealer in the Basin. You can visit their new Buick GMC full-service store in Vernal. L&L Motor, a proud sponsor of VTV live coverage of your high school sports here in the Basin. Labrum with trips left. He'll roll left. Now he's going to tuck it and run. And he'll pick up maybe one.
Labrum jukes and weaves. Brought down by number
There is a
40.
flag thrown in there on the far side. You can see that.
Justison and also Tyler Blackham.
Thrown about the 46-yard line. My guess was holding. Oh, it's a block in the back. All right. So that'll be a Cougar penalty. That's going to be from the spot of the foul. Repeat first down. So it'll be 1st and 26. Also, Strata Networks. Hey, they are proud to help bring you live coverage of local sports. You can enjoy reliable coverage and unbeatable speeds from the company that brings you more local cell sites than any other carrier, nationwide 4G LTE coverage, and their gig coverage. Contact stratanetworks.com to find out if gig coverage is available for you. 1st and 26. In the gun with a tight trips left. Labrum will keep it himself. Great blocking there as he'll pick up about 12, 13 yards. So that'll make it a 2nd and long, but not as long as 26. 2nd and 12 here for the Cougars.
Pick up a 13 yards on the run.
As the Cougars will await the call here. Under 7 minutes to play. And the Cougars still up by 3 scores after that interception by Gage Roberts off the deflection when it deflected there off Allred. Labrum will drop back to throw. He's pressured by Davis. He releases. Complete to Burchell, and Burchell with a first down. Davis making a great attempt to try and get a hold of Labrum in the backfield on that blitz. Labrum avoids him, and then the throw to Burchell on the run. That takes a little bit of skill. Just a little bit. I'm sure I couldn't do it. But I think Tyler could. Back in the day, maybe, Tyler. It's first down for the Cougars. They're down to the 26. If you guys remember Tyler Rasmussen from the 1996, well, he was a 95, no, sorry, 95. 94-95 team, huh? The Union Cougar 94-95 team. Back then, they were playing leather helmets then? Yeah, that long ago. They just had the 1 bar, I know. I'm not sure they were leather, but it was just the 1 bar, like punter helmets, right? Well, that play giving the Cougars a yard here. Dual receivers to both sides again here as Labrum in the gun. He'll fake it to Miller, and then he just gets sacked as a whole slew of your Hawks come flying in. Eliason with the tackle, but also is trying to assist there. I don't know if they got there. Eliason got to him, but also Peyton Clausen, and I think that was Davis, Eddie Davis. Again, Peyton Clausen, just a sophomore for the Hawks, but all over the field, playing both ways. Just wait a couple of years as a senior, man. He'll be flying all over the place. Cougars going to go with 5 receivers here on 3rd and long, 3rd and 15. Got trips to the left side, dual receivers to the right side in Chase Berlin and Gage Roberts, and the ball will be whistled. That
delay of game.
Delay a game on the Cougars. So another 5-yard penalty. What's 5 more?
5 yards.
3rd and 20.
3rd and 21.
So on 3rd and 20 here, the first down is right at the 16-yard line. Cougars here at the 36. And so they'll still go with the same formation. 3 down linemen for the Hawks. And showing blitz by a backer or two. No, they're just going to bring 3. And Labram's going to go deep. The ball to thrown to Roberts, but Stedman on coverage, on the coverage there, knocks the ball away. So nice coverage there by Stedman. And so it'll be 4th and a whole bunch. Cougars are going to come in to punt this ball, try and pin the Hawks deep in their own field here. So laying it about midfield to punt this. We'll see him punt it towards the corner. He does. A nice spiral. It's going to land about the 5. Is this one going to bounce in? And it does. Lang's done actually really well pinning teams inside the 10 all year long, but that one going to go in the end zone. So the Hawks will take over on their own 20. Not deep in their own territory, but I guess deep enough. Cougar defense will come out. And Hawks, Stedman will lead his Hawk offense on here to see what they can do. With just 4 minutes left to go in the game, down by 3 scores,
extra points.
He'll have to work fast.
Garrett Hardy, my hat's off, buddy.
Ashley Regional Medical Center. They are looking forward to the completion of their new women's center. That's going to be next year. They're the only Joint Commission accredited hospital in the basin. Stedman under center. Cougar defender jumping there, but not crossing the line of scrimmage. And they're going to give to Eliason, who will bowl forward for about 7.
A handoff up the middle to number 44, Langschwager.
And Moon Lake Electric, they've been providing power to the area since 1938. You can find them, like them on Facebook.
Garrett Harding in. Jaden.
Stedman on 2nd and about 4 gives again to Eliason. Eliason making some nice hits up the middle there. Breaking tackles, and he'll get the first. As the Cougars will sub out their defensive line for a fresh
number 38,
fresh crew.
The ball carrier.
In Evan Percival, Tavita Kafusi, Brig Edwards, and Loney Latui.
First down, 1st and 10 for the Hawks.
Stedman under center, trips left, Eliason in the backfield. With 3 minutes left to go, Stedman will give to Eliason again, this time going to the right side. So at this point, it looks like North Sanpete is wanting to just keep the ball. They're not worried about necessarily clock. They're trying to keep the ball. They're trying to get down and score to at least, I guess, end the season on a score, and that's always a plus, you know. At this point, you're down by 3 scores with just a little over 2 minutes left to go, and it's a loss is inevitable, but if you can at least score and end the season on a positive note, as Stedman rolls left, he completes the pass to Lemus. Sorry, that one's to Allred. Mason Allred. And he's pushed out of bounds. Will stop the clock there at 2:30 and a first down for the Hawks. So they'll continue to move the ball and now into Cougar territory. Well, Stickman and Sunbelt Rentals, they are proud to be sponsors of VTV6's live coverage, Unibasin High School football. Stickman, they do their charity golf tournament every year. And Sunbelt Reynolds, they provide their lifts for us here, for our camera crew and for the coaches crew as we get flags right off the bat here. That'll be a false start against the Hawks. A little. Oh, no, that's a. Is that too many men on the field? I don't even know what that is. But it's against the Cougars.
So
too many men on the field.
Cougars would be a 5-yard penalty.
So remember, when you sub in 2, you need to take out 2. So a 5-yard penalty there now against the Cougars, and the Hawks 1st and 5 from the Cougar 40. Stedman in the gun. Eliason also lined up in the back with him as he's got trips right, and they'll give to Eliason. Eliason, the initial blocking there on the offensive line gave him a couple, but then he was met by some Cougar defenders, so he'll get a couple. It'll be 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3.
Eliason with the carry. Royer on the stop with a host of Cougars. 2nd and 2.
Yeah, the last time they met, the Cougars barely beating North Sanpete 27-21, where actually it was in the final quarter that the Cougars made the comeback with scoring 15 to North Sanpete's 6 in the final quarter to win the game. As here Stedman, nice throw to Bowles and a nice completed pass by Bowles. He holds on to it after Labrum hits him. In that sense, I'm not sure you can drop it, as the ball's in your gut, and so is the defender's shoulder pads. You're forced to hold on to the ball. So the Hawks continue to move as they get to the Cougars' 30-yard line. 1st down, Stedman. Not doing a whole lot with his feet on this drive. He's done more with his arm and Eliason's feet. As now he will drop back, throw. Ball intended for Allred. It's thrown short, so it'll make it 2nd and 10. The Savage families founded the company in 1946 with a single truck hauling coal and timber. Well, they've branched out to doing lots of different stuff, a variety of industries, including electric power generation, coal production, oil refining, railroad chemical, oil field downhole services, and other industries. That's Savage Services, a proud sponsor of Unibasin High School sports. Well, it's what time? 6:33. We've got some 3 more games coming up. So you're not going to go anywhere. You're going to want to stay right here on VTV as Duchesne playing home to Layton Christian. As Stedman drops back, pump fake. Now he throws on the run. That's Lemus.
Stedman, pump fake.
Incomplete.
Throws.
Altamont will be home to Rich, and Uinta taking on Salem Hills in their last game of the season.
57.7 seconds.
Duchesne and Altamont looking to go to the playoffs, as Duchesne has been undefeated in region play. Third and 10 now here for Stedman. Trying to get one last score here before the end of the game with 57 seconds left. Cougars going to be playing next Friday. Stedman going to bomb this one out. And the flag will come in as Hyder right in his face. That is Kai Mikkel. That the pass was intended for, but that one will be on
And Nolan Bolt had 59, Cade Allred, number 61.
Caden Hyder there
Jonathan Sasser
for the pass interference call. So that'll be an automatic 1st down for the Hawks. The officiating crew meeting, making sure they get this call right. There's the pass interference call. Oh, and there's also a holding. And so it will offsetting penalties. That'll bring up 4th down. Offsetting penalties. That hurts.
Okay, we got offsetting penalties, holding against North Sanpete.
I remember being in the huddle, and they'd call the holding call, and you're like, what are you doing? What are you holding for? He was going to get past me. Actually, the funniest hold call was our center, and I was actually blocking the guy, and he had a hold of his ankle for some reason. What are you doing on the ground? But here's Stedman on. Oh, and just dropped by Mason Allred right in his hands. A great thrown ball there by Allred. And so that was third down. Sorry, excuse me. That was third down. Offsetting penalties. Third down. I don't remember if it was. Anyways, it'll bring up fourth now. Carter Winterton on the coverage there. Stedman throwing a nice ball too there. Under center, quick pass to Davis, and Davis will drop it on fourth, and that is going to do it. I imagine the Cougars will down it. Just down the ball here as they'll take over on turnover on downs. We've got our player of the game is going to be coming up here in just a bit. We're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be back as the Cougars will finish this one up.
The mayor, city council, and residents in the cities of Mount Pleasant, Fairview, and Moroni wish the North Sanpete Hawks the best of luck this season. The entire community is proud to support North Sanpete High School in preparing the future leaders of Sanpete County. They're committed to ensuring that area youth are provided the best opportunities to learn the important lessons of life through academics and athletic competition. Good luck to the players, coaches, faculty, staff, and student body from the cities of Fairview, Moroni, and Mount Pleasant.
Some of the most important diagnostic tools in medicine today are in the radiology department. At Ashley Regional Medical Center, there are many modalities to choose from: CAT scans, nuclear medicine, MRI, 4D ultrasound, digital mammography, bone density scanning, and a totally digital format. The technicians at Ashley Regional are highly trained and are well known for their great customer service skills. If you need an x-ray of any kind, ask your physician to send you to Ashley Regional Medical Center for quality results.
And it is a Union High School football getting the win here over the North Sanpete Hawks as the Cougars just kneeling it as that'll send us out. Cougars getting the win 42-20 in tonight's game as the Cougars will go on to play Juab. Juab Wasps in Nephi. That's going to be next Friday. The game will be at 4 p.m. You'll actually be able to hear that game on KNU 1250. But Cougars playing phenomenal tonight against the Hawks as they played. You know, it's tough playing a game against a team that you've played earlier in the year because that team definitely knowing what you do, knowing what they need to improve on to beat you this time. But the Cougars getting the win. And we actually have a maze, a corn maze, the maze at Water Hollow Ranch. Player of the game, we're giving that one to Chase Burchell for huge plays on defense. He had some nice plays on offense, some nice catches, and so with that, it'll be Chase Burchell. He's all over the place. He's our kick. He plays Cougar, or he's the Union kick returner, also punt returner, but also I'd say he made some huge stops on defense for the Cougars, and so again, Chase Burchell, our maze at Water Hollow Ranch